How can I help you?
Hi, I have old documents from the Pentagon from 1972 to early 1973.
You weren't a spy or anything, were you?
No, not at all.
We shouldn't call Homeland Security or anything like that?
I came to the pawn shop today to sell my Pentagon Daily Reports from the 1970s. I have 5 children, 2 in college, and could use the money. I'm hoping it's rare coverage that people haven't heard about, and I'm hoping they could be worth a lot of money.
Where did you get these?
At a yard sale.
Seriously? What are they?
Well, I don't know a lot about them. There's all kind of information about Vietnam. There's information about the Olympics. Something happened in the 72 Olympics that was an issue, and there were details about that in there.
There was a bunch of terrorist attacks during the Olympics in Munich.
Okay.
Is there anything about aliens?
I don't know.
This is USSR International Affairs Vietnam Developments. I mean, it sounds like stuff they wouldn't want, like, the media to know about. I mean, the general public.
I mean, you never know what could be in these. I mean, you can find out who killed JFK in here.
That would be cool. Then you would have something.
Yeah, I don't think I want it then.
Without sitting down and reading all these documents, I have no idea what's in them. But it's clearly from the Pentagon. And they're discussing Vietnam, terrorism, and all the crazy stuff going on in the early 70s.
If you look on almost every page, Lieutenant Colonel Morgan is written on each page. That's who we think these were given to.
As far as I know, you're not supposed to be taking volumes of paper from the Pentagon and bringing them home. I mean, I don't know if you're allowed to have these.
Well, you may have them if I'm not allowed.
No, if you're not, no one's allowed to have them, I don't want them.
I don't want them either.
As a matter of fact, I don't want mine. Let me call someone down here and find out what the deal is with these, all right?
That would be great.
I have no idea how these documents ended up at a yard sale. It's one of the most odd things I've run across in the past few years. Mark, how's it going?
It's going well. How about yourself?
Oh, pretty good. We have reports from the Pentagon. We're just assuming there's stuff from Watergate, the Gulf of Tonkin, JFK, some UFO stuff. We're not sure exactly all that's in here, but...
Minor little things? Cool. I specialize in historical artifacts, militaria, aviation. After 35 years of running museums, there isn't a lot that I haven't seen. What concerns do you have about them?
Are they rare, and are they legal to own?
Okay, do you mind if I take a look at them?
Please do.
Okay.
Please do.
Okay, these are, in fact, daily reports. They were put out by the Federal Broadcast Information Service. What these were for was to allow people who were interested within the Pentagon to know what was being said in foreign markets. And the idea was we had somebody listening in to all the foreign radio and television and then transcribing everything they heard. What was being said on the political scene during the 72 election, for example, and that's George McGovern and Richard Nixon. How were they reporting that in, say, North Vietnam? That was important for planning. And it took thousands of people to translate this stuff, and they still do them today. What's interesting here is this is the PSYOPs copy, the Psychological Operations Division. This was the group that would try to get stories planted to help change opinion to be more positive towards the United States. And what's neat here is the person that was getting this was DOXA, the Deputy Director of Operations for Counterinsurgency and Special Affairs. He would have been the one that was in charge of, you know, kind of taking this information and using it as part of the planning for what we were going to do in terms of psychological operations, probably in Vietnam, but in other places. The Vietnam War was fought as much on the television screens and on the radios and through PR and the media as it was on the battlefield. This is kind of neat because it's the original one and it was to PSYOPs. They're not common in the hard copy. And this is typical binding that you would have used in a Pentagon office at the time. You know, yeah, there are probably not many of these out there. The FBIS reports, though, were not classified reports. And because of that, it's openly available today. Yes, they're legal to own, so they're not secret.
Okay, good.
So you're okay on that. This was just public radio, public television. They would intercept all of that and translate this stuff. But, you know, they're not the sort of thing that a lot of people would collect, you know, that they would hold on to. It's been copied, it's in public collections, it's not rare. You can go to the library and look up and read everything on every one of the pages.
Thanks, Mark.
Not a problem.
You're the best.
I was completely relieved when the expert told me that it was legal and I was allowed to have them, but very disappointed because he said they're not rare. So I take it you're not going to give me any money for these?
They're not rare, they're not collectible, and it's all public knowledge. I just wouldn't want to make an offer on them. I just don't see no money here at all. At least we found out a little bit about them.
Yes, thank you very much.
Have a nice day.
Thank you.
I knew it was a long shot, but I was really hoping there would be something incredible in this collection. Hey, at least I don't have to worry about getting tossed in jail.